What's going on YouTube? Josh here checking in with another training video. This video is from this past Saturday, and I trained at about 6:30 in the morning. Got out of my car. It was -2 degrees on the thermometer of my car, and I was getting over a cold. You might hear my voice sounds a little bit funny. But I came in and got the work done, so that's all that really matters. Fortunately, since I am doing my own programming, I was able to make a few adjustments and drop the volume a bit. That way I was able to account for the fact that I was not feeling so well. My bench, overall, I felt very satisfied with how this went. I feel like I've been making progress with my form, and I've really been able to drive through my sticking point, which is something that I've been dealing with for maybe about a year. I've just really been able to push more, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I've been doing more slingshot work and floor press. Also, my grip is a bit narrower. I've been using the pinky on the rings. So after that I moved on to sumo deadlift, and this set I started using hook grip. I have not really used hook grip much in the past. This is the heaviest I've ever done using a hook grip, and I think I was only able to get the first 2 reps with the hook grip, and then I switched to a switch grip just because I felt the grip slipping a little bit. So in a previous video I mentioned that I had pulled my groin recently doing some sumo deadlifting, and in a lot of these videos you'll notice that my hips rise up, and I really don't think it's because my hips are starting too low necessarily, because I actually started off with my hips higher than I normally do. I think it's really just my groin was not feeling very well, to the point where I was pretty much limping out of the gym. I probably maybe should have called it, although the following day I was feeling a bit better, so I'm going to have to see how this injury goes. Hopefully it doesn't impede me too much. Worst case scenario, I'll have to switch back to conventional deadlifting for a while until that injury resolves itself, but I'm hoping that that's not the case, because I have been making pretty good progress with my sumo deadlift. Also, that 425 is around 85%-ish, and I've been keeping the belt off, so that's definitely been straining my core and making me work a lot harder than I normally would have. Following that up, I did some overhead press, did 130 for 5 sets of 5. This is the last set you're seeing here, so it is a bit more challenging than obviously the first set. And obviously 130 for 5x5 is not really much for a guy my size, but I've been slowly making progress on my overhead press just because I haven't really incorporated it much in my training consistently prior to this programming cycle, which I've been running for the past 7 or 8 weeks. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold. So moved on to straight leg deadlift, and this is a little trick I like to use, which is pretty much just using 25 plates and not standing on a bumper plate, because the bumper plate I find is it's an uneven surface and it's not ideal in my opinion. So the 25 plate essentially makes the same deficit that you would get by standing on a bumper plate, although the surface that I'm standing on is much more stable. Following the 245, I moved on to 265, and you'll see I'm using a double overhand grip. That's not a hook grip, just a standard double overhand. At this point my grip was getting pretty fatigued. I believe I ended up eventually going over to a switch grip on this. And I've really been trying to avoid using the straps, just because I was using straps for a period just because I lost my chalk and whatever. Essentially, from just using straps on a more regular basis for a few weeks, my grip strength actually declined significantly, so I've been really focusing on avoiding using those at all costs. So that's the workout, guys. I hope you liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time.
Somebody should have told you I'm